Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you, dear listeners. This is Asif, and you're listening to English Podcast with Asif. First of all, I would like to thank you for appreciating the previous episodes. I really feel grateful to all of you for the appreciation I received from you. That keeps me going, that keeps me motivated. Keep supporting, keep giving your suggestions so that I can do better for you and so that you can learn language through listening. Because as I've already told you, listening is the input, and without input you cannot expect output, that is speaking skills. So be patient, listen to the podcasts, listen to other things also, and the language will surely come. In this fifth episode of English Podcast with Asif, we are going to talk about a very important and relevant topic, that is the power of words. Do you know how important these words are? How they determine your life? Yes, they determine your life. If you choose them wisely, they are going to uplift you and others. And if you're using them carelessly, they are going to bring you and others down to the dirt. That means your personality and your character are determined by the words you speak. If you aspire to be polite and kind, choose polite and kind words. And if your words are rude, vulgar, and bullying, you will be deemed as rude, vulgar, and bully. If you say to yourself and to others motivating and positive and uplifting words, that's going to influence you and others. So in short, words mean a lot. Words matter. Words mend your life. So choose them wisely. To know a lot more about the genuine and sensible use of words, we have with us Suraya, my student, who is going to share some great ideas about the topic sensible use of language. Let me tell you, Suraya is a pleasant speaker. Her words are so solacing that you tend to not stop hearing. So I ask her to commence her talk. Let's listen to Suraya. Thank you, Suraya, for joining us.
Hello, this is Suraya. I hope you all are fine. Firstly, I'd like to thank my teacher Asif sir for giving me this opportunity. Today, I'll be discussing about sensible use of language. We all are well aware that language is something that we require to express ourselves. It is these words that actually shape our thoughts. Words have got a lot of power. These are the words that can light fire in the minds of men. And these are the words that can wring tears from the hardest of hearts. So, when it comes to choose these words, in order to convey our thoughts, we must be really selective and serious. It has been observed that at times a thought, even after being very authentic, is still given belied ears. Why does it happen so? Why? Answer is just that simple. Because the way we use our words to convey our thought is not appropriate. Very rightly, my teacher once said, high thoughts need high language. If we really want to create great impression of ours on our listeners, we must use language that is apt and keep our talk precise. A famous saying goes like, brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity is the soul of wit. Even psychology says the less you speak, the more your words will matter. Let us talk of a witty remark. A witty remark needs not to be an elaborate one. It does not need to be written on pages, and then we are going to think that our insight or our thought is going to be impactful because it has got length. No, it can be brief and at the same time striking. The ability to express our ideas in the briefest manner requires intelligence, and it can be learned as well. When it comes to sensible use of language, poetry is something worth and value to be discussed. Poetry is an example of sensible use of language. And poetry is a manner of explaining one's emotions, insights, without giving any prolonged description. We've got so many poets. Let us take an example of Allama's poetry. There we can see how beautifully the poet has disseminated the message he understood by his insights. The way he conveys his heart is beautiful. It seems as if he aspired to win the hearts of his readers before taking the possession of their minds. This is what we call writing sensibly. Sensible use of language creates the intended effect on the audience by remaining in their memory. It is crystal clear, just like a pond where we can see what is at the bottom. Very often we notice that a long speech bores. See, when we are supposed to sit and listen to a speaker and the speaker goes on speaking without any stop, we eventually get bored, which makes the speech useless for its purpose. When your message you want to convey is not conveyed, what is the fun of getting up and speaking there? Just wasting your energy and wasting your time. Therefore, if we want to express our ideas clearly, we must learn to put them in the briefest and aptest way. So, if you really want your words to be impactful and impressive, be sincere, be brief, and be seated. Thank you for being so patient. I hope you all were there with me for the entire session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Suraya, for these beautiful words. I'm sure our worthy audience liked them. So, dear listeners, be choosy about words. Learn good and beautiful words. Remember that words are power. Words are a weapon. The more you have, the more powerful you are. So, accumulate good words. Read, listen, make frequent use of dictionaries and thesauruses. Fall in love with words in order to be a good personality. So that's it about today's episode. How was the episode, dear listeners? Let us know in the comment box. Thank you very much. God be with you.